Hello. I hope you're all doing well. And if not, I at least hope that your night improves. So, tonight we'll be using Tarot of the Divine and the Moon Witch Oracle. Plus, I've really been liking the Illuminators Amulet lately, and the messages that it's had to add. So, we'll also be using that one again. Ow. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get into it, I suppose. What message do we need to hear today? Okay. Breeders. Terrorist. 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 We have the Devil, Two of Swords, Eight of Cups reversed, Strength reversed, and Four of Cups. So, I get the feeling that, kind of being a little bit hard on ourselves here with the Devil here, or just kind of being mean to ourselves, talking ourselves down from things, telling ourselves that we can't do things, that we don't have what it takes, that, there's no point in bothering with these things, okay? There's just a lot of overwhelming negativity that we're just kind of holding ourselves within, a lot of limiting beliefs that we're holding ourselves within. We're holding ourselves back from moving forward with things. However, it's time to face that head on. Face those fears. Face yourself. You really feel like walking away from something and like giving up here, okay? But you need to stick with this. Now's not the time to give up. Now's not the time to walk away. Now's not the time to abandon things, okay? Distance yourself where necessary. Distance yourself where necessary, okay? But do not walk away. Do not walk away. And if it helps you a little bit, to pull your focus away, from all this negativity that you're being bogged down by, all this negativity that you're focusing on, perhaps it's time to write a gratitude list, okay? Write down all the good things that are still in your life, all the things that you have to be thankful for, okay? All the things that are still going well for you. Take some time to write that down, okay? And realize that you do still have good in your life, even if it doesn't seem like it right now, okay? Sometimes you have to examine things a little closer to actually realize, oh hey, not everything is completely terrible. There are still a few things here that are nice. Okay, let's see what the Oracle deck wants to add. Well, if that doesn't fit this perfectly. Crescent moon. Keep moving forward. You got this. Okay. Let's see what that says. Crescent moon. Keep moving forward. You got this. You are being called to keep going, to not give up, and to have faith. The waxing crescent moon represents faith, courage, and the momentum of continuing forward. Life is full of lessons, obstacles, and miracles. Give your dreams and intentions the space and time to bloom and flourish. Even if you are not able to see the fruits of your hard work, do not give up. Keep going. Chase your dreams. To obtain something you have never had, you must be willing to do something you have never done. Sometimes this requires challenging yourself, or working harder than usual. Sometimes it is being patient and delaying gratification. No matter where you are in your journey, do not give up. Good things are just around the corner. Well, there we go. Let's see what the amulet one said. Why did that, like, pop out immediately? Literally, this shot out. This just shot out. Cut through to find clarity. Get clear on what it is that you want moving forward, okay? What is it that you want moving forward? Where would you like to go? Where do you want to be? Maybe that's why you're being called to focus on the positives here and write a gratitude list. Along with that, this is very interesting given what I wrote yesterday about the fucking burning ritual. Sometimes after that, it helps us to actually write down what we want. Okay? Write down what it is that you want, okay? That also very, very much goes in line with the energy of the new moon eclipse yesterday. Particularly with that energy of the new moon. New moons are all about new beginnings, fresh starts, setting goals and intentions, and starting to set up a plan of how to get there, essentially. So maybe sit and take some time to figure out what it is exactly that you want. Okay? Where is it that you want to be going? What's the end goal here? Okay? So I hope that message helps. Goodness. I think that was probably our quickest collective. That one was just super. Like, here you go. Okay. What message do those who might be watching need to hear today? This one's going to go very in line with that last one. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. The Tower reversed. The Knight of Coins. The Magician. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, going right along with that last one there. So, this past instability here, that's present with the Tower. Okay? Essentially, this will eventually dissipate, okay? This will start to fall away. It may have already started already, and you may have already begun to notice it. Noticing that slow shift in things, okay? Things may progress a little bit slower than you want them to, but that's okay. Okay? Don't focus on that shit. Okay? Don't focus on that shit. For now, focus on moving forward. Focus on taking practical steps towards creating what it is that you want here. And just know that things will go in your favor. Okay? There will be a turnaround here. Just know that. Okay? You're about to turn the corner here into a better period. Oh, so the queue is not open yet. I'm still doing collectives. It'll be open shortly, though. And let's see what the Oracle deck wants to add here. Okay. We have here Moonflower. Bloom even if no one is watching. And Diana, be one with nature. That one is going in line with the Knight of Coins too. Moonflower. Bloom even if no one is watching. Who are you in your quietest moments? Who are you when no one is looking? What ignites your soul? What are you most passionate about? The moonflower endures the strength of all elements and experiences so much hardship, using only moonlight to grow. Yet she is incredibly beautiful. She blooms silently for no one but herself. Growth is never linear. For every step forward, sometimes you fall 2 steps back. Do not worry about what you cannot control, such as the judgment of others. What matters is your progress. Work on your growth, stay true to yourself, master your craft, and be the best version of yourself. Just like the moonflower, bloom in silence. Every success and every story starts with you. Everything else will follow. Okay. This little part here is going very in line with that last Illuminator's Amulet card. Ritual of the Moonflower. Sit down with a pen and paper and ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I could not fail? If you knew the universe supported your beginnings, would you be brave enough to live your life to the fullest? Okay. And Diana. Be one with nature. Diana is the Roman goddess of magic, witchcraft, women and children, wilderness, fertility, and hunting. Like many goddesses, Diana is one of paradoxes and dualities. Though she is a virgin, she chooses to protect women during childbirth. Even though she is a hunter, she cares deeply for animals. Diana shares the lunar trinity with Selene and Hecate, and serves as the patron goddess of witches. Diana represents the crescent moon and the color white. Diana is a feminist, a protector of women, and a witch. She knows what she wants and knows how to get it. She is owned by no man. Though a moon goddess, she confidently stands with her 2 feet on the ground. She is a free spirit running in the wild. She is one with nature. Huh. Okay. So, let's see what the Illuminator's Amulet wants to add here. Oof. Yup, how did I fucking know? Cut through to find the clarity. Cut through to find clarity. Going very much in line with what I just said about this. This is the card that we got last time, and I pointed that out about this card here, with the ritual section for it. So, get clear on what it is you want so that you can move forward towards those goals, okay? And then we have Inquire with Spirit. Yes, this is literally the same card. Cut through to find the clarity. Inquire with Spirit. So, spend some time with Spirit here, okay? Also, I do take this to mean, too, that you are supported here by Spirit, so don't get too lost in the details currently, okay? Don't get too lost in the details. And all the what-ifs. Figure out what it is you want, and start trying to go after it, okay? And ask an ally. Don't be afraid. Like, these two popped out together. Okay? So, also, during this time, too, do not be afraid to lean on Spirit a little bit for support here, okay? It's okay. They're there to support you. They're there to help you. Trust in them. Okay? So, I hope that message helps. Hi, Bree. So, I'm not gonna lie, Bree. I've been thinking about your message that you posted in the Discord. Something really weird just happened. So for some, yes. So, there isn't a universal symbol for that I know of. However, when I thought about your question, a word that kept coming up for me was Trinity. Because of the 3 dots. Okay? And the whole spinning in a circle thing, to me, that just says protection. Okay? Something really, really weird just happened, and Adam can verify this for me. One of the cards that just came out here was Diana. Okay? Literally for the last collective here. Diana was one of the cards that came out. Diana's her Roman name, but do you want to know what her Greek name is? Yes. Something else? Oh, hold on. There's ads. I'll wait a second. Okay. Ad break should be over. Okay. So. Yes. Artemis. However, that's not the weird part. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to read part of the entry for Diana again, okay? Diana is the Roman goddess of magic, witchcraft, women and children, wilderness, fertility, and hunting. Like many goddesses, Diana is one of paradoxes and dualities. Though she is a virgin, though it is important to remember virgin back in those days did not necessarily mean, abstinent. It meant unmarried. And at the very least, no sexual activities with men. However, women were fine. Like many goddesses, Diana is one of paradoxes and dualities. Though she is a virgin, she chooses to protect women during childbirth. Even though she is a hunter, she cares deeply for animals. Diana shares the lunar trinity with Selene and Hecate, and serves as the patron goddess of witches. However, I will say, if you don't feel pulled towards Selene or Hecate, I may have a different answer for you. So, throughout different pantheons here, okay? Sometimes goddesses have, the best example of that would be, again, the whole, like, thing with, like, Diana and Artemis. Essentially them representing, like, the same goddess, but having different names. However, they're both, like, separate entities. Okay? If you don't feel pulled towards any of those, I can say there are kind of like, that doesn't just carry over between like Greek and Roman pantheons. For instance, and they're somewhat closely related. They came to be closely related anyway, due to like the Greco-Roman period in ancient Egypt's history. There are parallels between gods and goddesses of the Greek pantheon, the Roman pantheon, and the ancient Egyptian pantheon. So, Artemis is known as Diana in the Roman pantheon. However, in the ancient Egyptian pantheon, her name would be Neith. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Selene is definitely one that I kind of had like a bit of an idea of. It's just, I usually don't like talking about those things unless it's specifically asked for, because I don't want to feel like I'm trying to impose my views on anyone else. Okay? But that is one that I did feel before. Bree. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely get Selene. Mm-hmm. So, I would include her in one of the potential goddesses to look up. Oh yeah, so now you have a few names of now you have a few names of potential goddesses to look for. But yeah, the moment the moment that fucking Diana card popped out, I was just like, huh. And then I read the card and then I noticed that and I was just like, well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Greek pantheon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I laughed when Morgan mentioned that last night. Because Set has an association with Mercury. And he's also known as a god of foreigners. He's protector of foreigners and like travelers. Queue's not open yet. I was just finishing with collectives. It'll be open very shortly, though. Yes. But yeah, so I hope that helps you figure out what paths to look into. But yeah, that was just a really, really weird coincidence. Like, well, I mean, I don't think it was a coincidence. It was just a really strange occurrence, rather. Because when I read your message earlier... Thank you. I love that dude. But, yeah, when I read your message earlier, because my sleep schedule's fucked, so I'm waking up kind of late. Otherwise, I would have, like, replied to it before I started stream. But, when I woke up and I, like, you know, after waking up a bit and stuff, and I grabbed my phone just to, like, check all notifications and shit, and check on things, I saw your message in the Discord, and, I saw your message and I read it, and I, like, immediately, like, as I was pondering what that symbol looked like, the like, first word that I heard in my head was just Trinity, and I was just like, huh. Why that word? What's that mean? And then, like, circles to me, circles are about, like, cycles and completion of them and such, too. But that wasn't what stood out to me about it, particularly since you said it was moving and spinning. To me, that one just kind of screamed protection. So, yeah. And then, I'm just, like, keeping that in the back of my mind just to kind of remind myself, like, I need to mention this later. Like, that's just been in the back of my head, and then suddenly Diana card pops out, and there's just, like, a weird, strange vibe, and I'm just like, huh. And I read the card, and I'm just like, oh. Well. It's too bad Bree's not here yet, because I think I have answers for her. So... Exactly. Like, right as I was putting the cards back, and I just, like, finished that, and I was just kind of sitting there, just kind of contemplating things. Not too much longer after that, you just kind of pop up. It's just like, oh, well. But yeah, anyway. With that, let me go ahead and open the queue here. Okay. Are you ready, Adam? Okay. Let's see what we got here for you. Okay, Bree. Well, if you want, as long as Adam's okay with it, Adam, would you mind switching places with her? Okay. Do you want to go first, Bree? Since you have things to do. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let's see. What message does Bree need to hear today? Bleh. Okay, there was an explosion of cards. No fucking shit. The first card to pop out, Bree. The first card to fucking pop out here. I think I understand why this card's been popping out for you so much now. Because it has another message for you. And then we have the Five of Wands reversed. The Ace of Wands. The Emperor. King of Cups. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, this internal struggle, internal conflict that you're going through currently. Yeah. This internal struggle, this internal conflict that you're dealing with currently, this will fall away here, okay? This internal confusion, uncertainty, all these just internal struggles, these internal fights that you're having with yourself, potentially with like trusting yourself, and I also get the sense too that this is probably about like all. There's been a lot happening. It seems like you've been getting like a lot of messages and it's been hard to make sense of them. they'll make sense with time. You're starting to make progress on that, okay? Okay? Things will make sense soon. It may happen slowly, but there will be some headway with that, okay? You're just beginning to pick apart, piece by piece, these things that you've been receiving here, okay? These messages that have been dropping into your intuition that have just been causing some internal conflict and a lot of confusion and shit, okay? Because also, the moon is about intuition. So. And yes, trust me. Yes. Yes. I know how difficult it can be to just suddenly have all of these messages just kind of like popping in and just like swarming you. And how hard it can be to just kind of sort them out piece by piece and start to put it together in a way that makes sense. I know it can feel like a bit much at times, but things will make sense soon, okay? Things will make sense soon. So, and this internal conflict with yourself will fall away here, okay? This uncertainty will fall away. And with that clarity, you'll be able to move forward with your creative endeavors here, okay? And all the things that you feel pulled towards, okay? You'll have the capability to get on top of these, to get on top of this, okay? And move forward with these things and create this structure that you want for yourself, okay? There's a turn of events here where things will go in your favor. Things will get better, things will improve, okay? So, for now, just try not to get too caught up in all these obstacles that are getting in your way, okay? Just push through them as they come, to the best of your abilities, okay? Don't get too lost in that. Don't get sucked in to that, rushing current of negativity that can pop up when you start facing these struggles and these, obstacles, and you experience these setbacks, okay? Yeah, exactly. Just continue trying, continue doing your best, okay? Trying is all that matters. It's okay. It's okay if you do get sucked into that, okay? It doesn't mean it's going to be the end of the world. It doesn't mean that you can't continue moving forward with those things. It doesn't mean that, you know, you're undoing any of that progress, okay? It's fine if you do find yourself pulled back into that sort of headspace, okay? Just to the best of your abilities, continue trying to resist that when you have the energy to do so, okay? And let's see. What message does want to share. Okay. First quarter, it is time to commit. And magic wand. Focus your energy on one thing. First quarter, it is time to commit. You are being called to commit to your goals fully, 100%. It is time to go all in. The moon in her first quarter is an intoxicating beauty with half of a disk floating in the night sky. The visible half of the first quarter moon represents actions, decisions, confidence, and commitment. The invisible dark side represents challenges. Challenges and every little bump on the road are an important part of the journey. So keep moving forward despite any obstacles or fears that may arise. Wow, what did I just say? You never know if something is a real challenge. It might be the universe playing with you and testing your commitment. So commit. Give it everything you have. Be unstoppable. Do not doubt yourself. Okay. There's also, I just want to read this. There's something that's called like a daily planning ritual here. It's just a little exercise. To stay on track with your intentions and commitments, write yourself a daily to-do list and cross off things as you complete them. You will experience a sense of satisfaction as you witness your list dwindle with every accomplishment. Keep track of your hard work. Reflect on your achievements. Exactly. Like, I understand that feeling. I know how hard it is to just focus on one thing, especially since I know that you're in like a similar position to me. Focusing on one thing, prioritizing one thing in this sort of space isn't really possible because you kind of have to be doing like a million different things. However, you can break that into smaller lists, which is why I think I felt called. I was about to say something about that. This mentioned creating a to-do list, which is why I felt called to read it. So break it into smaller lists. Yeah. Try to focus on a smaller set of those goals at a time. Okay. And let's see here. Magic wand. Focus your energy on one thing. Success comes in many ways, but most of the time success comes from a strong focus. It is no secret that society forces us to multitask. We are expected to do more and achieve more every day, but in reality, by going after too many things at the same time, we spread our energy too thin. As a result, we do not end up achieving much. Multitasking can slow you down. If you want to create a profound change in your life, choose one thing. Deeply focus all of your attention on this one thing. You are a creative and passionate soul with brilliant ideas, but you cannot go after everything at once. In fact, you might not excel in any of them if you do not have the time and energy needed to master them. You can achieve anything you want in your life. You have limitless potential. Chase your dreams. Start by doing one project at a time and focusing all of your attention and energy on it. So yeah, it's important to focus your energy here and to focus on, to not focus on everything at once, but try breaking that down into smaller chunks, okay? Like I mentioned this, I want to say it was last time on like the last stream. at some point last week, I mentioned, like, the whole thing with how I, like, kind of use a calendar app to just kind of, like, block things out. Oh, ads. One sec. I'll take this moment to eat another piece of candy corn. Okay. I think ads are done. Okay. And yes, I have like a small little pile of autumn mix on my table in front of me. Just because I woke up late and I didn't have enough time to like grab anything significant, so I just grabbed a little bit of candy, which I have a massive stash of, because yeah, just for, you know, a little bit of energy. Okay, so I know I mentioned like last time, either like last Saturday or just some point last week. It may have been Thursday or Saturday, I don't remember quite which day. But it was just at some point last week I mentioned how I have a calendar app. And I just kind of, how I block things out. I essentially just set like a specific amount of time. I block out like a certain amount of time just to devote to certain tasks. And it may not get done exactly when I block it out for. That's not the point, because I don't do well with like super rigid, like a super rigid schedule. I don't do well with that, okay? I don't do well with that. So, I essentially just kind of block out a certain amount of time in a day to devote to certain tasks. However, it doesn't matter if I do it exactly at the time that I block it out for. It's more so there just to say, like, hey, you need to at least devote this amount of time towards doing these specific things for the day, okay? Doesn't matter when you get it done. Just try to do this today. And I don't completely fill out my day with tasks. There are just a few tasks that I devote to doing each day. For instance, like in my calendar, I do have my stream time blocked out. And that I do try to stick to, just so like people know when I'm actually, know when to expect me, and know when I'll be live. So that that's one thing that I do try to stick to. And then on like, that's like really like one of the main things that I have blocked out. And I also, I block out, now that I'm like trying to like post on like, my coffee page more, I have on Sundays, I have like a set amount of time blocked out to work on that, to do like the weekly collective reading that I put up on Coffee for the members. And that same day, I have blocked out a few hours of time just to like download all the VODs from like the past week, just so I remember to download them. And also, once I get caught up with VODs, I'll also take that time to upload them and schedule them ahead of time for, you know, the upcoming week. So, I don't stick to a super rigid schedule because I don't do well with super, like, just a lot of rigidity. I do need some amount of flexibility in things. So, it's not a super rigid schedule. It's essentially more so a reminder that I just need to do certain things, and I need to dedicate like a certain amount of time, a minimum amount of time to dedicate to those tasks, essentially. So yeah, exactly. And that's how I view it. It's more of a guideline, not just something that I need to stick to exactly. But I do need some level of structure in my life just to make sure that I'm actually doing things that I should be. Yeah, and I know that it can be hard to create structure in your life, particularly, you know, like for people who do struggle with like certain things. Like I know for instance, people with like certain forms of, I think that goes for like pretty much any form of neurodivergency, really. But yeah, so people who struggle with like any form of neurodivergency, I know that they have trouble like sticking, like creating structure and like sticking to like structures that they attempt to create in their lives. So, yeah. That's something I still need to get tested for. But, because my mother, like, always said, like, when I was a kid, that she needed to get me tested for ADHD, but she never did. And now that I'm an adult, yeah, there are a lot of things that are just kind of like starting to like make sense, and a lot of things that are starting to stick out, and it's just like, huh. Maybe I should get tested for that. Why didn't you test me, Mom? Why didn't you have me fucking tested? My life probably would have been so much fucking easier. But yeah, so that is something that I do need to do for myself, but also remembering things is just, yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting I need to do that. Whoops. Hence the need for structure. Hence the need for a calendar and like a little loose schedule for myself, because if I don't write it down, I might forget it. That and, oh my gosh, like sticking to this is also what I mean by things, because this is what I mean by like not like super rigid, like things, super rigid schedules not working well for me, and just rigidity not really working too well for me. like, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought. Fuck me. Routine, oh my fucking gosh. Jesus. Like, I struggle to stick to routine, which is why I need a schedule for myself, okay? Like, forming habits is just, like, non-existent to me. Like, I don't form habits to things. So trying to, like, create a routine is just, like, what's that? Like, it doesn't matter how long, because, like, trust me, I've tried so much throughout my life. Especially, like, when I was younger and I started noticing things that I was, like, struggling with that didn't make any fucking sense. I would, like, try to force myself to actually adhere to these things. And, like, people always tell you, like, just keep doing it, and eventually it'll stick and it'll just become second nature, and it's just like, I've been doing this for months, how long does it take? So, yeah. But anyway. So that's something I need to get tested for. But anyway, let's see what the Illuminators Amulet wants to add to this. Okay. Ooh. Not the sass. So it gave me one card, but I felt like there was another. And then it pops out this one, shuffle again, shuffle and pull again, and then immediately after this one pops out, it pops out another card. The fucking sass. Okay, so your two cards. The opportunity is approaching. And it's in the bag. So, you may not be there yet, but it's coming soon. And again, you got this shit. You got this shit. You have what it takes, okay? Exactly. And this, like, parts of this are definitely going in line with, like, the reading that I posted yesterday to the coffee page. There are elements of this that are very, very reminiscent of that. But yeah. Yeah. Particularly with the Oracle card that popped out. Like, the reading yesterday was essentially pointing towards a lot of intensity, which given the eclipse makes a lot of sense. And there's a lot of like, yeah, just a lot of intensity. The Pegasus card, however, is the part that stood out the most to me. Which was essentially saying that you're on the edge of something big. And there's like some new journey that's about to begin here. And that it's okay if you don't know where you're heading. It's okay if you don't have things figured out. It's okay if you don't feel ready. And that you'll be supported in the ways that you need when the time is right. You'll get the things you need when the time is right. There was definitely like an energy of like divine timing there. And you know, like it not being time yet. But the part that stuck out the most to me about that card, the entry for that card itself, mentioned, specifically, like, none of the choices you make are mistakes, and none of the experiences are a waste of time. And that was something that stood out to me a lot. A lot. Because I've been wondering myself a lot, like, what the point is. And, like, if I'm doing the wrong things, if I'm prioritizing the wrong things, or if I'm, like, making the wrong choices, and then this card's just like, no. None of the choices you can make here are mistakes. There are no bad choices. And you're not wasting your time, so shut the fuck up. I was just like, okay. But yeah. So, that was just a collective that I posted for everyone. It's still on the coffee page if you do want to go take a look at it. I also posted, an updated version of the burning ritual, because that's something that's been popping up a lot lately. I also got that vibe with the reading that I posted before that. The reading that I just talked about. I posted an updated burning ritual process as well. And it's a little bit more in depth and slightly updated. A little bit different than the one that I posted in the Discord. Plus, I wanted to put that in a space outside of Discord too, just for the people who aren't part of the Discord, and who don't really like have a Discord and don't really want one. Because that's fine. So there's a post about how to do a burning ritual now too, that's publicly available. And then the reading that I posted yesterday is publicly available too. They're not just for, you know, like members or anything. They're available to everyone. So, I might recommend taking a look into that further, if that's something you think would help. The reading, that is. But yeah. Of course. And again, like, I hope this message helped, but I also hope the things that I said earlier helped too, and help you figure out things. So Good. I'm glad. But yeah. I hope doing your taxes isn't too much of a slog. I know taxes suck, so. Okay. Are you ready, Adam? Okay. What message does Adam need to hear today? Well, okay. Oof. Oof. Okay. Right. Predator first. Eh, a predator first. Right. Okay. Okay. We have a friend saying hello. Though he's upside down. Yeah, the Five of Swords reversed. The Ten of Swords reversed. The Five of Coins reversed. Three of Coins. That's a little crooked. Let me fix that. There we go. That's better. Okay. And the Hanged Man. So, essentially, so, these past battles, this past conflict, this clashing here, okay? Don't focus on this too much, okay? Don't worry too much about these past issues here. Okay? These issues that probably made you feel very defeated, like there was no reason for continuing, and that just left you feeling some intense grief and also feeling a little alone, perhaps. Okay? These past conflicts, they're in the past. Don't focus on them too much as you're moving forward here, okay? You can find recovery from these things, okay? You can find freedom from these things. And get along here with the 3 of coins. There may still be some things to learn here, yes. There may be some things to learn here. Yes. And that's okay. You can rely on others. You can rely on others. Rely on each other, even, to move through these things, okay? Just remember to take it slow. Remember to take it slow. And remember that, remember it's okay if you're not always moving forward, okay? Yeah. And that's okay. That's okay. You can't rush the progress, okay? I mean, you saw the weekly collective on coffee, okay? What did it say? If you continue rushing, you're at risk of building on a cracked foundation again. Okay? Take it easy. Just take it easy, okay? Let's see what the Oracle instead. I just saw one of the cards that popped out. Man, she really has words for you. She really has words for you. But anyway, we have lunar eclipse. Open the door to a higher dimension. Now, there's a different message with that one. I know that one for sure. She has words for you. I swear this pops out for you every time. Lilith, reclaim your power. And Kali, step into the unknown. Do not be afraid. Lunar eclipse. Open the door to a higher dimension. You are being called to connect with your highest self. The lunar eclipse represents an energetic gateway, allowing higher frequencies and higher beings to reach, guide, and impact us. This might feel intense, but do not fear. Eclipses bring events that are part of the divine plan. It is time to leave what is safe and comfortable to align with your highest self. You can tell when the door to the higher dimension is open. Necessary life changes are triggered, or things might feel accelerated around you. Maybe something you left in the darkest corners of your soul is resurfacing. When the door is open, the universe is supporting and guiding you through a massive transformation. Trust in the direction this energy is guiding you. Focus on what you really want. Eclipses are rare because they can only take place when the sun, earth, and moon are aligned. A lunar eclipse happens when the moon and sun are on exact opposite sides. In most calendar years, there are 2 lunar eclipses. So. Also, may not have been a lunar eclipse yesterday, but there was a solar eclipse, however. And this period is going to bring you a lot of change, okay? So don't resist it. And then we have Lilith, reclaim your power. The origins of the goddess Lilith are shrouded in Jewish myths. Many of her stories are dark, such as searching for newborn children to kidnap or sleeping with men with the intention of producing demon children. But who is she? An evil witch? Or just another casualty of the patriarchy? Lilith is the goddess of the night, Adam's first wife and equal. She is a screech owl. She is queen of vampires. She is every woman who has been silenced, humiliated, and cast away from society. Lilith's anger is the anger of the women who have been hurt, bullied, and accused. Lilith cannot be controlled or tamed. She is the voice of women young and old. She is the goddess of the dark moon. She brings healing, rest, peace, and rebirth as she reminds us to take back our power. She calls for us to stand in our truth and to embrace our darkness and light equally. So stop being afraid of judgment. Reclaim your power. Take back what is rightfully yours. This journey is for the brave of heart, but do not worry. Lilith is always by your side. Okay. So, don't deny your own power, okay? Claim that shit. Kali, step into the unknown. Do not be afraid. Kali is the Hindu goddess of time, destruction, transformation, and revolution. Kali is tough love. She is the goddess of the dark moon. Kali the destroyer, the warrior, and the dark mother is often harsh. Her skin is colored black or dark blue as a result of consuming all the darkness and negativity in the universe, leaving nothing but bliss behind. She has the power to destroy the world, returning it to the dark void and ashes. Yet at the same time, Kali creates life out of nothingness. She does not fear anything. Where there is pain, she dances to bring happiness. Where there is worry and uncertainty, she dances to bring courage and confidence. Kali is here to remind us that everything in life has a cycle. The old must be cleared out to make room for the new. Ask yourself, are you afraid to step out of your comfort zone and into the unknown? Are you stuck in fear? Are your attachments holding you back? Kali is asking you to level up, evolve, and take the first step into the unknown. You have her support. So, don't let those worries and fears and uncertainty get in your way here, okay? Now, let's see what this one has for you. Okay. She has 2 cards for you. Okay. Let's see what message these have. Okay. That's very much going in line with the energy of the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Swords as well. So, my pronunciation here is probably going to be terrible, by the way. I apologize in advance. Tromanagmo. She arises instinctively, responding to a severe threat to your well-being, freedom, and sacred fulfillment. Her fierce form causes the impure to tremble and the pure of heart to move close. She is ferocious in her wrath against injustice. Dispense with thoughts of vengeance. Pray for mercy for all beings, especially those trapped in patterns of consciousness harmful towards themselves and others. Open your heart to her heart and allow her to attend to all matters of karma while you remain true to your higher self. So, essentially, there's a message of protection here. And a message of, essentially, divine justice. So trust that things will be corrected here. Okay? And then we have... Let's see, where is it? Essentially trust that things will work out the way that they're meant to be is kind of a vibe that I get from that, and don't let negativity consume you. Not to call you out here, but that's probably referencing past behaviors, okay? Just saying. And then we have Dumavati. Beloved mother who dwells in the smoke, who presides over the most difficult transitions. She who knows that certain endings are unavoidable. They are necessary predecessors to radical reinvention. Her presence brings the message that though disappointment, defeat, or loss and negative repercussions of such experiences may cause suffering for a time, they will not limit your future happiness. They are a means for opening as yet unrecognized pathways for fulfillment. Your trust must be unconditional at this time, and later you shall see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. Okay. There you go. I feel like this one actually summarizes like the energy of both of them quite well. Okay? So. Let's see what the Illuminators wants to say. Oh. Okay. We have cast that spell. You already did yesterday. So. And, going along with that, go deeper. Take time to pause. Reflect further, okay? Reflect on whether or not there's anything else that you need to address. But particularly, I feel like that message is more so going in line with the first collective earlier. What is it that you want? What's your end goal here? And how do you plan on getting there? Sit with that. Okay. So I hope that message helps. Also, I like how this card here mentions, you know, that she's harsh but loving, and then it pops out with that first card there that just kind of calls you out a little bit for, like, past behaviors. And then the next card is just like, but everything will be okay. Love you. Okay, bye. Thanks, Kali. Thanks. Okay. I'll go ahead and issue a last call here since we're kind of getting close to like 2 hours anyway, so. So, I'll issue a last call for the key here for anyone who might still wish to join. You may still do so. I'll be closing the queue here in a few minutes. While we're waiting, let's see. What message do we need to hear right now? Ooh. Oh, we're gonna be sassy. We're gonna be sassy. Pick the following card, followed by Inquire with Spirit. So essentially, don't fucking ask me. Don't ask us. Go within and go question Spirit, man. I can't help you right now. Thanks, deck. Deck's just like, nah. Nah. Let's see. What message do we need to hear right now? Okay. So... Oh. This is the card that popped into my head last time. Were you fuckers sassing me? How dare you? The Inquire with Spirit card may have been for me. Just like, you already got your answer. You already heard it. Transformation is on the horizon. And also, a block exists. So, figure out what's getting in your way. Okay? Figure out what's getting in your way. You may already know what it is, but you don't want to answer. Is it a self-limiting belief? Are you getting in your own way? Are you the problem? Am I the problem? It's likely coming from a self-limiting belief. I know it is for me. And we don't always like to hear that shit. It's just like, oh, I'm the problem. Thanks. Well, yes and no. They're just some old energy, some old limiting beliefs, old thought patterns and shit that you just might need to release here, okay? Let go of those. Let yourself transform. Give yourself the space to bloom, okay? Okay, I'll go ahead and close the queue here. And let's go ahead and close out with a message. Okay. What message do you want to close us out with today? I feel like they were cracking their knuckles for that one. Just like, oh. Here you go. The way that card just flew out, I wish I could have just caught that on camera. Reversed. Yeah. I tried to reversed. I tried to reversed. Okay. I tried to reversed. Reversed. I tried to reversed. I tried to reversed. I reversed. Okay. Okay, yeah, I do feel like they're fucking cracking their knuckles for that one now. Seeing the cards, I see why, like, that energy just kind of shifted. Okay, so. Oh boy. We got the Six of Swords reversed. The Five of Coins. The Queen of Coins reversed. The Page of Swords reversed and the Hierophant reversed. Okay. Ugh. So. There's essentially something here that you're getting stuck on. Something that you're getting stuck on. Something that you're not moving on from. And it might be leaving you feeling trapped currently. And you're feeling stuck, like you can't move on from this. Like, potentially even like these issues haven't been resolved. You feel like you can't move on from this because you haven't gotten any better, okay? And this is essentially leading to you feeling alone and isolated, okay? It's probably also causing like a bit of grief here as well. In this situation, this inability to move forward is essentially causing you to feel very unstable, very ungrounded, very scattered, just like you don't know where to go. Okay? You may even feel like this is potentially just causing you to feel, again, There may be a sense of defensiveness here, and potentially you're just guarding yourself too closely. You're not letting anyone in, and kind of ignoring what's like right in front of you here, okay? You're guarding yourself too closely. You're just reacting from a place of defensiveness, and you're not letting your guard down, not being vulnerable with people, potentially those close to you. You're not letting people actually see what's wrong. And you're just ignoring the help that's there. The people that want to help you, okay? And I get the sense, too, that this might also include spirit. Don't do that. Okay? Don't do that. You need to be vulnerable, okay? You need to allow people to see what's really going on, okay? Stop hiding behind that facade. Stop hiding behind that facade, that mask, pretending that everything's okay when it's not, okay? Let people help you. Potentially, if you're turning away from spirit, your spirit guides, just don't. Let them help you, okay? They want to support you. They want to be there for you, okay? Let them give you a shoulder to cry on. Let them offer you the love that you can't give yourself yet. Let them take care of you. And don't worry what anyone else thinks about that, okay? Just don't. Let's see what the Oracle deck wants to add. Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, we're just taking this one at face value. Okay? Yes. Yes. Just yes. Okay? Let's see what the Illuminators deck wants to add. Okay. So we have here, it's an enigma. Which is probably what other people around you might be like feeling right now. They might be sensing something's off. They might be sensing something's wrong. And because you're not being open with them, they're just kind of like, well, I don't know. They haven't said anything, so... You're just leaving the people who care for you to wonder about your well-being, okay? Don't do that. Don't let them keep worrying about you. Just be open with them. Be honest with them, okay? And these two popped out together. They really, really want to just fucking, like... They really just want to, like, solidify, drive this message home. Cut through to find clarity. And speak it into existence. So, again, get clear on what it is that you want. Where do you want to be going? Okay? Get clear on that. And speak it into existence, okay? Manifest it. Be open about it. Okay? Be open about it. Be open. Don't lock those things away. That's how you create more problems. So. Oh. They came out swinging for the last message. They came out swinging for the last message. Like, it was just when the card shuffled a little bit too well. And there was like a sudden surge in energy, and it just kind of felt like there was like some knuckle cracking. Just like, you want a closing message, huh? Well, we're not gonna hold back any... We're not gonna hold any punches here, okay? Sorry. Like, just come out swinging. My goodness. Unfortunately, yeah, queue is closed for the next time. I'm sorry. I'm closing out for the night here with this closing message. But yes. I hope to see you around next time. But thank you for stopping by regardless. So, I hope that message helps. I'm sorry if it was a little hard-hitting and kind of little bit of brutal honesty there. But unfortunately, it's time for me to go now. I need to go get some food anyway. Because I haven't eaten yet, so I need to do that. But anyway. Thank you all for stopping by. Whether you joined the queue, talked in chat, or just lurked, I appreciate you sharing your time with me. I hope to see you all again soon, but bye for now.